Okay, we are at the Vancouver International Wine Festival 2019, and I'm with Jean-Claude Boisset from Raymond Vineyards in Napa Valley, California, and he has brought a bottle of Cabernet Sauvignon for us to taste together, and he's going to tell us a little bit about, I think, the winery and the wine and anything else he feels like talking about.
The world is our oysters, right? So we'll talk about any topic you wish. But what is so exciting today is we are with Carl, talented young man who asks a lot of pertinent questions in all the seminars. We're going to touch on a few today. Raymond Vineyards, very historical winery, 5 generations of winemakers in the heart of Napa.
Yep.
You know, an estate which is over 400 acres now in St. Helena, Rutherford, as well as many other AVAs which are very strategic to the kaleidoscope and the style of Raymond Vineyards.
Yep.
Was started by 5 generations ago in the 19th century. Built the winery in 69, opened the doors in 74. So we just celebrated 40 years of anniversary with our very new label, the Velvet label, which is Napa Valley Reserve and as well Merlot.
Yeah, I saw there was a black label, I guess is the Merlot, and the Cabernet Sauvignon is the red label.
That's right, the red label. So we love Raymond. I come originally from Burgundy. You can hear I have a little bit of an accent. And I fell in love with California, feeling the possibility, the potential, the style, the power of the wines, and certainly the elevation we could bring to Napa. What do I mean by that?
Right.
And Carl, this is in our glass right now.
Right.
Wine with power, with strength, electrical wines, wine with magnetism and vibration, but elegance. And we believe wine is about the palate, is about respecting your DNA and human body, so they cannot dominate. They need to work in synergy, in symbiotic relationship. And this is what we look for in winemaking, and this is why we really push for elegant tannins, for good alcohol balance, and drinkability. We want wine to be enjoyed fully. 1 glass, 2 glasses, and many more. And this is so critical today that we make soft wines. This is why we tend to have in this wine a low regime of new oak, only 30%.
Yes. So
that it doesn't dominate the wine, it doesn't bring too much of those natural wood tannins, but it brings the tannins of the stalk, of the pits, which are naturally captured in the berries.
Right, yeah. Well, I was at the Cabernet Sauvignon seminar yesterday, and and there was a lot of oak, but not in yours.
Thank you. Yes, and you asked a great question on oak and a great question on filtration. I think when you have a great terroir, there's no need to want to try to hide it.
Right.
Oak is supposed to help the journey. It's like a beautiful car. You know, you'll get from point A to point B anyhow. Right. Depending how you want to get there. And I think there's no need to overly extract and overly dominate with the oak. You accompany with the oak, you help to add some beautiful tannins to it, great notes, great edges, but keep the purity of where the place is, where the terroir is, where the appellation is. And I think that's so important. This is why our wines are between 20% to 30% new oak.
So the fruit is most important.
That's
It's more important than oak.
And you want a great texture. You want to be invaded by the aromatic expression. You want, number one, the aroma to be so inviting that you dream about an image of the past, an image of the future, your parents, your grandparents, a house, a garden, a cellar, an addict, those great history that comes to your mind. And then you taste. The wine is supposed to take you to another trip, to another journey. And get into your mouth, travel everywhere to the more acidic, bitter, salty, and umami part, which is what the Japanese call umami, which is right in the center of your palate. And if wine succeeds to stay there, you've succeeded. So it's all an exercise of balance. Just like when you cook, just like when you talk to people, it's a conversation. It's not an imposition. It's not anything which is a monologue. And I think wine needs to be an introduction to so many more things that invites others to the party. So it not just dominates the party.
So then for your wines, seeing that they're not overly oaked or anything, would you say that,
Yes.
you know, when they're for sale, that you can drink them already?
Well, thank
Or
you,
what?
Carl, for noticing that. It's so important, again, to be tender, to be fruity, tender, and have amazing texture.
Yeah.
Very similar, I must say, to a French kiss. You know, long and lasting. And I love making Cabernets and Merlots
Yeah.
that leave a big impression, big personality, but not overly dominant. They are in full synergy with their partners.
Right.
And we use between 20 to 30% new oak only. And we do medium toast. So you could do low toast, medium, and high toast.
Right.
And you could use thick staves or medium size
Yeah.
staves, like 2 centimeters 20, which is what we use. And we want the forest to come from Croncet and the Limousin
Yeah.
and the famous forest of the past. And this is why this wood is very nice, very gentle, and not dominant, so that you enjoy the wine for what it is,
Yeah.
not for sucking on wood,
Yeah.
because it's not that great. We've all finished the lollipot. The end of the lollipot is never as cool.
Yeah. Well, I see this is the 2017, and it's, you can drink it right now.
Thank you, and that's the whole point. We all
Yeah.
understand we want to age wines. I'm a big proponent of aging wines and keeping them even for the next generation.
Yeah.
I have lovely twin girls, and I hope they inherit a lot of the wines we have.
Yeah.
We won't drink them all, but it's as well important when people have less of a cellar and want to drink a great wine now that they can drink it. So drinkability is essential.
Yeah.
You should speak terroir, speak country of origin, speak the appellation of origin, but as well make elegant, fascinating wine that breathes sophistication and elegance. The world is about elegance. It's not about over-imposing your ideas.
Perfect. Okay. Well, thank you so much. It was
My
very
pleasure.
super interesting, and enjoy the festival.
Thank you, Carl.